shortness by the words that they speak to you. Well, we'll find even in the church today, we'll find instead of the church being a people, we were supposed to be a theocracy. I talked about that last night. A theocracy means a nation led and controlled by the Spirit of God. Theo means God. Ocracy means like a party. But we're supposed to be led and controlled by God, because there's three divisions of that. There's a monarchy, democracy, and a theocracy. A monarchy is people that are ruled by a king. Democracy is a governing body of people who elect one person and delegate a certain amount of power to that person that they elect. Then a theocracy, theo again means God, where we are supposed to be led and controlled by God. God set us in the world to be examples to the world, to show the world that what we have is what they need. But the problem is, because the church has gotten away from what God has called them to do, have gotten away from the Spirit and got caught up in the flesh. This is why Paul made it plain to us in Galatians 5. He said, "Oh, foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you that you start out in the Spirit and end up in the flesh?" What's the problem in the church today? We got too many folks that are in the flesh. I go back to the early church, because in the early church, we didn't have the problems that we had now. Go back to the 7 churches. We'll find the last 3 churches that were described in Revelations. John talked about Philadelphia, he talked about Pergamos, and he talked about Thyatira. Philadelphia found that, he said, there was a period where the love of God abided in love for one another, and how the love flowed from breast to breast, and find out that generation. Now, Thyatira, the last church, he said, "Listen, I found that your works were not right with God, and how you neither hot nor cold, and for this cause I spewed you out my mouth." And this is the problem now. Folks have become separated from God because God's Spirit is not in the church like it was in yesterday.